get on up and have that coffee, breakfast, or go out, do some shopping, go out for breakfast, find your way in North Conway Village and Soyfire Candle. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning.
Well, here we are, and you have some new fragrances that you're rolling out. New things, beginning with candles and chili.
Candles and chili, go figure.
Yesterday,
yes,
how did that go? There was a chili competition.
We entered a vegetarian chili yesterday in the chili cook-off. We were over at the Eastern Slope Inn.
Right.
And so, since I was kind of tethered to the chili station there, I didn't get to go to the other venues around the village.
Right.
But we were the only vegetarian one there at the Eastern Slope Inn. So surely we must have won the best vegetarian chili served by a guy in a sombrero, or some category.
Again, I understand. You know, yes.
But why is Soyfire entering a chili contest? And well, it's because it's a bit of a stretch, but follow me here. People associate lime and the lime flavors and citrus flavors and pina coladas and that sort of thing with the whole Mexican theme of the chili cook-off. And we said, hey, how about that? We sell lime cooler candles and all kinds of citrus candles. Yes. In fact, we have 5 new fragrances. So we took our citrus candles over there, and we had the People's Choice Award for the favorite citrus candle, and that will be the fragrance of the month next month. Nice. So we took lime cooler, we had lemons, we had fruit slices, we had passion fruit, and something else maybe. But the winner was passion fruit. So for April, our fragrance of the month will be passion fruit. Share it with our home audience.
Oh, lovely.
So that was the favorite vote, the winner of the vote yesterday at the chili cook-off. So we're going to do passion fruit for April. Right now in what is this, March still? March happens to be a citrus as well. March is lemon citrus, which is great at this time of year, because especially days like today, great candle day if you're going to stay home and
catch up
and enjoy the rainy day inside. Then your house might at this time of year just be using a little fresh scent, a little energizing naturalness of the citrus.
And these new candles, sort of they're pastel colors. Is there they take into consideration the scents, but also the colors?
Well, colors are a big part of it because candles get used so much in decorating, and the new colors are very retro colors. We have this kind of brighter kind of lime green, a very 1973 vintage lime green. Right. And we have this really pretty turquoise that's very popular now, especially those chocolates and turquoise that have been popular for a number of years now. The wild berries, this really interesting plum color. So a lot of new colors in the new fragrances. And with that line of candles used in decorating, our labels now peel right off. You just grab right onto it. They pull right off. There's no glue residue or anything, which is really nice. So
yes, go ahead.
Well, and now this is our regular traditional jars that you see.
I was going to say there's sort of a new style to.
Yeah, it's an additional style.
Clean.
Yeah.
Okay.
The classic jars are still here. We have all those, about 60 fragrances in the traditional jar styles, in all the sizes. But now, in addition to that, we have the pillar jars, because pillar candles usually hold their own shape. There's no jar involved. It's just shaped like a pillar. That's the name. But as they burn down, they're famous for sometimes making a mess.
Right.
You've got to trim them every inch or so. You cut off the top and start over again. If you don't maintain them right, they can tunnel down and melt out the side and leak all over your table or all over wherever they are. And since those are especially used for decorating, it's the one place you don't want have them leaking all over the place. So the new pillar jars is the pillar candle put in a clear glass cylinder. They come actually with this sexy new lid, and the lid comes off and becomes a base. And there's just a little etched pattern or leaf pattern around the bottom. And again, the label just peels right off.
Yeah.
So that sits in the middle of the centerpiece. They come in a variety of heights. You can put them on a platter, put them just on put them anywhere you want to put them, on your mantle or on your table, what have you. Now these are different, different fragrances and colors that come just in the pillars. So that's the new way to do a pillar, and they're probably better value than a quality pillar because you don't have any waste. Right. They melt all the way across the jar and liquefy. And just burn down nice and clean, and then you recycle the jar when you're done. We put stones in the bottom, fill them with water, put a floater candle in them, use them for cocktail glasses, whatever you want to use them for. Sure. But they're nice decorative glasses when you're finished.
And we have a lot of people here with vacation homes and stuff, and of course, they're away, and inside the temperature may fluctuate. Does temperatures or having something near a wood stove do anything to candles?
No, you don't have to worry about them, freezing or being left in your home over the summertime when it's hot and that sort of thing. It's not going to be. It doesn't doesn't bother them. When you're burning the candles, there's a couple. That's a good point. So because they're soy candles, soy has a lower melting temperature than the toxic petroleum paraffin candles that we're so familiar with. So they should burn a little cleaner than even like a brand Y, a good quality paraffin candle. But they sometimes if you have wax stuck to the outside of the jar, I've found that we keep our house pretty chilly, and sometimes we have a little wax left on the outside of a jar candle, and I realize that where I put it in a warmer area, all that wax melts down. But if the outside of the jar stays cool, the flame inside might not produce enough heat to get it melted all the way to the glass. If you put them outside in the breeze porch or something where it's not heated, it may never melt all the way to the outside because the glass is frozen. So when you have those ceramic decorative jar holders, they actually serve a purpose. And I found that when I drop one down in there, it instantly melts all the way because it insulates the outside if it gets warm enough. So, but there's a lot of science that goes into the size of the wick that controls the size of the flame, so that if the heat will produce enough heat all the way out to cross a 3-inch candle and melt it down.
So sometimes a candle is more than just a candle.
That's so complicated. People say, well, why is my candle
a candle?
So sometimes it's the environment can have an impact on that. If people have a problem with sometimes it's poorly made candle. If it's a bean pod candle, the chances are probably environmental. Every once in a while, if there's a flaw, then you bring it back and we happily replace it. But I don't think we've had 2 or 3 returns in a year since we've, the bean pod just is an excellent, consistently high quality product.
And once again, where can everyone find you today?
Soyfire in the Red Barn Mall, down in the middle of the strip, a mile south of the village. So open every day 10 to 6 and online at soyfire.com and on Facebook and all over the place,
everywhere
all the places you need to be. And so and yesterday we made lots of new friends at the chili cook-off, but it's amazing how many people didn't know about soy candles, or maybe have heard of them, but don't they make less? They know there's something better, but don't know what, and they assume they're very expensive. They're less expensive than the most popular petroleum, and none of the toxins, burn cleaner. You don't get the black soot. Support American farmers instead of OPEC. And save an extra 20% on that.
That crazy mo.
So that's our story.
It's always new to somebody.
Absolutely. And even if people have been in all the time, there's 5 new fragrances and all kinds of new things going on over there too.
Thank you once again for stopping by, Michael.
Thanks for having us.
All right, and we're going to take a short break and be back with more of White Mountains Today.